athletes, please hold up on your warm-up. No more warm-up, please. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this morning's round, let's send the student athletes off with a great round of applause. Good luck to everyone. You may now begin your competition.
Good morning and welcome back to the 2018 Southland Bowling League Championship. I'm Mike Flanagan from InsideBowling.com here with you today for 3 squad times. Just getting started here Central Time, 8:30 in the morning here from Dallas at USA Bowl. Be back again today at 1:30 p.m. Central Time and again at 5:30 Central Time. 2018 Southland Bowling League Championship. We're picking it up here in round number 3. Yesterday we saw rounds 1 and 2 complete. It's a double elimination bracket style here at the Southland Bowling League Championship. We're watching here on lanes 29 and 30. The number 1 seed in our 8-team bracket, who was just pushed into the losers bracket, that's what we're watching this morning, is loser bracket competition, is Arkansas State. Arkansas State taking on Louisiana Tech. Arkansas State, the Red Wolves, coached by Justin Kostick, assistant coach Tanner Seal, and I also saw Doug Kaburski here as well. I bowled youth with Doug. It's good to see Doug. I need to catch up with him. Arkansas State seniors Haley and Jordan Richard. Also seniors on Arkansas State this year, J.D. Scott Jones, Jordan Kaza, Nicole Michalalian, and then the Richard twins. They're taking on Louisiana Tech, and they come in as the number 7 seed in this bracket. Matt Nantas, he's the head coach at Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech consists of Kelsey Calzaretta, Ashley Chanel, Sarah McCormick, Morgan Hall, Caitlin Eder, Kendall Hickman. And for Arkansas State, also rounding out their team, Taylor Davis, Leah Glazer, who's a freshman, along with Taylor Davis, and sophomore Julia Heron, part of the Arkansas State Red Wolves team. Also for you today over here on lanes 25 and 26, in the other round of the losers bracket, we have the number 3 seed Sam Houston State Bearcats, coached by Brad Hagan, Madison Keller, Tacey Ballin, Sayasa Ismail, Lynn Fischler, Haley Connolly, Jaden Takayisu, Amber McLeod, Stephanie Zavala, Taryn Gray make up the entire Sam Houston State Bearcats roster from this year. And they are facing off against the number 8 seed, Monmouth University, head coach Karen Greigel, and on their squad, Allison Carolla, Aaron Ota, Jackie Evans, Camelia Kaufman, Haley Solberg, Maritza Darling Ramos, Demi May, Julie Blanco. Also on the team this year, Emily Alvarez, Brittany Fitzpatrick, and Amanda Zappacosta. So those are the young ladies we have participating here in this NCAA Women's Collegiate Bowling Southland Bowling League. 8 teams make it to nationals total throughout the country, and this year for the first time, an automatic berth to nationals to bowl for the national championship will be crowned here at the Southland Bowling League Championship. In our winners bracket, getting to sleep in this morning, Stephen F. Austin University defeated Arkansas State late yesterday afternoon to advance in the winners bracket, and Vanderbilt University defeated Sam Houston State. Glad you're with us watching on YouTube this morning. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we certainly would appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. You'll get a notification every time we go live. Also, you can like this broadcast down below. Hit that thumbs up like button for me if you would. Gives us an increased chance of being seen on YouTube. I'd like to welcome in everybody into the chat. Carl, CLZ, David Justice, and Kyle also in today. Today's oil pattern is the same as what you saw yesterday and will be the same throughout the duration of the tournament. 39 feet in length, 2.1 to 1 oil ratio, 29 milliliters of oil put out on the lanes. Very, very flat condition, very, very difficult lane condition. .200 is a good score on this. Traditional team game currently, and then coming up after that will be 5 Baker games, total pins. And then after those 2 rounds of competition, if we're tied 1-1, we'll have a best 4 out of 7 Baker competition to determine who advances in the bracket. 2 teams will be going home and their season will be over after this round. Coming up at 1:30 today, we're going to have Stephen F. Austin against Vanderbilt in the winners bracket to see who makes it to the championship match. That'll take place tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Southland Bowling League Executive Director Thomas Samuel is on hand. Also from Media Services, Travis Day. And from Operations, Emily Honeycutt. Want to thank our proprietor here as well, Josh Modello. He's the owner here. He and his family own USA Bowl. They're going through a great remodel, and the place is looking fantastic. We talked about it yesterday, and Josh has been very accommodating. Want to thank him and his staff for hosting this event. And on hand, one of my favorites, Rick Barbera, the head tournament official, also here. Amy Van Horn's been here all weekend as well, the athletic trainer for the Southland Bowling League. I want to thank everybody for their help putting this event on. I am the voice of the tournament, but without the help from all of those folks, this would not be possible. Traditional team game bowling here. And that's the format. You bowl the traditional team game, total pinfall gets a W. And then it's 5 Baker games, total pinfall. And we saw yesterday a lot of 2-0s. We actually ended the broadcast a little early yesterday as Tulane and Monmouth University, they squared off, and it was Monmouth advancing. Pretty much an even match here. Take you over lanes 29 and 30. We're currently right now, it's a 35-pin lead for Arkansas State. Louisiana Tech in the blue, Arkansas State in the black and white. Ladies getting comfortable in this bowling center now. This is their third look at this oil pattern. In the traditional team game environment. Now that you've had a chance to check in on the scores from both pairs, I'll give you an opportunity to view both pairs at once as we bring in our split screen. Get a chance to cheer on your favorite team. Who are you cheering for in the chat? Let us know where you're from. Are you cheering for Monmouth University, for Sam Houston State, Arkansas State, Louisiana Tech? Or are you a Stephen F. Austin fan, Vanderbilt fan, just checking in on the competition this morning before your two teams square off in the final of the winners bracket? I want to say hello to Derek and Zarnarian in the chat as well. I see you guys. Good morning. Do me a favor and smash that like button down below for me. And I know many of you are subscribed to our channel already, and we do appreciate it. We also just recently started something new. A lot of people have been asking how they can support the channel in some way, shape, or form. And instead of asking for donations or Kickstarter or something like that, we just decided to launch a merch shop on our website. And if you would like to go over to Inside Bowling and pick up a couple of items, you can do so, and you can save 15% with coupon code YouTube. 15% with coupon code YouTube. If you're watching an archive version, that coupon code is still working. We're going to leave that one on forever. Thanks for the support. Also, if you're in the Dallas metro area and you want to come by USA Bowl, they also have a merch stand set up here as well. The merch stand here, you can pick up a couple of souvenirs here to support the Southland Bowling League. Through 3 frames. It's a 20-pin lead for Monmouth. Oh, what a shot. That's Lynn Fischler. She's a sophomore. She has the first 4 strikes, a southpaw for Sam Houston State. Camelia Kaufman's a freshman for Monmouth. She has the first 3 strikes. She'll be up on lane 26 here. Let's see if she can make it 4 in a row. Match Fischler. Up through the face for a 6-10. Oh, solid 9. Haley Richards had kind of a tough tournament. She's had a carry issue and a couple of missed spares down the stretch. Bowling in the 4th position it hasn't been a great weekend for her. If Arkansas State is to persevere and end up pulling this thing out, her teammates will have picked her up, and going into nationals, she'll have a chance to redeem herself. But maybe today is a new day and a little better day for Haley Richard. Jordan Richard open, double open to start. Arkansas State finds themselves 32 pins behind Louisiana Tech through 4 frames. On the full screen lanes 25 and 26, let you have an opportunity to look at the scores. Amber McLeod with open triple. Stephanie Zavala comes through the ball with a lot of rotation. She has the ability to really open up an oil pattern, and that's got to be further out to the right than what she wanted. Yesterday she was throwing messengers. We had a couple replays yesterday that we were playing of her extremely potent strike ball.
Sarah's got that striker ball, and dang right, it's better than y'all. She can teach you, but no, she's ours. All right, come on, you got it.
Take it back over lanes 29 and 30. Checking on the scores here for Arkansas State taking on Louisiana Tech.
On your one, you got it.
If you're just joining us, you're watching losers bracket competition. Both teams have, I'm sorry, all 4 teams have been defeated once. Bring all of them in at this time. We have Monmouth University taking on Sam Houston State. It's winner go home, best of 3, team game. Traditional team game now is what you're seeing. This is the first part of it. Then we're going to have 5 Baker games total pinfall. And then if it's tied up 1-1, we'll go to best 4 out of 7 Baker. On the right side of your screen, Arkansas State taking on Louisiana Tech. Arkansas State was the number 1 seed. Louisiana Tech, the number 7 seed. Sam Houston State, the number 3 seed. Monmouth University, the number 8 seed, still left. And in the winner's bracket, who will be bowling today at 1:30, Stephen F. Austin taking on Vanderbilt to see who will advance to the final. Also at that time, the winners of these 2 matches will also be bowling. One will go home and one will advance to take on the loser of Stephen F. Austin and Vanderbilt coming up today at 5:30. The winner of that match at 1:30 today will then have the rest of the day off and can prepare for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We'll be back with you with a championship match. Match number 14 is what we call that one. Currently right now you're watching matches 9 and 10. Super glad you're with us. Super glad you're watching some collegiate bowling. Also, if you have an opportunity, you can go on, you can share the stream. Let people know that you're watching NCAA Collegiate Women's Bowling this morning here on Inside Bowling. Pace of play a little more deliberate today than yesterday. Looks like we're waiting on a bowling ball to come in over on 29 and 30. Not from the return, but from a coach wanting to make a ball change. We'll take you over there full screen now to lanes 29 and 30. Jordan Richard making a ball change, it looks like. Comes in light for a 2-pin. Jackie Evans with the 10-pin. It's a pretty even match here between Sam Houston and Monmouth. An 11-pin match. Advantage right now to Monmouth. Stephanie Zavala, the last shot, threw it out the window. Not even hitting the head pin. I'm sure this will be a better shot here. Gets the messenger, can't quite knock it down. Louisiana Tech here with just about a 50-pin lead early on in this match against Arkansas State. If Louisiana Tech were to send Arkansas State home here, that'd be quite an upset. Number 1 seed, Arkansas State. Number 7 seed, Louisiana Tech. J.D. Scott Jones. And this is really kind of, you know, the year Arkansas State, I mean, these ladies have been bowling all these seniors on this team for quite some time now. I mean, 4 years. And I'm sure that they'd like to take home national championship their senior year. They've been bowling together, you know, for 4 years. The Richard sisters, Nicole McAlalian, Jordan Kaza, and J.D. Scott Jones have been part of this team. For Louisiana Tech, seniors Kelsey Calzaretta and Sarah McCormick have been here to see Louisiana Tech through a fairly new program. See Coach Matt Nantas down there. He was telling me yesterday that earlier in the year they're 2-0 against Arkansas State. Or actually they're 2-0 against Vanderbilt, I'm sorry, and then they got defeated by Vanderbilt here. He said he wants to bowl Vanderbilt in the finals. If he can get his ladies there, that would be pretty cool. I think they're 2-2 on the season, he was telling me. But they got their hands full with Arkansas State right now. Remember yesterday we saw a big comeback from Stephen F. Austin. We saw Stephanie Schwartz go up in the 10th frame and deliver a double for her team. Stephen F. Austin, the Lady Jacks, number 4 seeds. Going to be bowling here at 1:30 in the winner's bracket against Vanderbilt Commodores. Coach Limke and Williamson square off today at 1:30. I'm going to have to go down and talk to Coach Kostick and Mr. Kaburski down there. Every time you see the camera shake, it's because they are leaning on our tripod table. So I apologize for that. I'm located behind lanes 21 and 22 is where I'm at. So these pairs quite a bit a ways from me. I'd like to say good morning to everybody who's watching. Thanks for coming in. James, appreciate the positive comments here in the chat. Says, thanks, enjoy all your live streams. Good opportunity to bring in both screens at once. Sam Houston State and Monmouth University currently right now in a 12-pin match, halfway through the 6th frame. With a strike here for Jordan Richard, she can cut this match to 10 pins going into the 7th. She made that ball change, came in light and now high for a Greek Church, so Louisiana Tech will have the lead through 6. Neither team really getting anything going here on 29 and 30. This pair is playing very difficult this morning.
Let's go, Bearcats!
Sam Houston State has a pretty big following here in the building. Lots of orange shirts. Not a good break for that 4-9. Excuse me, 4-10. Could have very easily just been a 4-pin, but the 10 stands with it. That was quite a chant there. I've got a mic right down there on the competition on 29 and 30. That's where our ambient mic sits. That way when I turn down my my button here to cough or something here, I'll do it. You have some sound. That's how it works. Little behind the scenes production insight for you. So we're coming down to it here. Just a few frames left. 40-pin lead right now for Louisiana Tech, and a 30-pin lead roughly for Monmouth University. So the two underdogs right now with the lead, the lower seeds. Want to welcome in our new viewers that may just have come in. We are watching competition here in the losers bracket. Monmouth University and Sam Houston State on 25 and 26, Arkansas State and Louisiana Tech on lanes 29 and 30. We'll be bowling up to 3 different competitions here during this round number 3. Currently right now is the team game. Then we'll come back with Baker 5-game total pins. If it's tied up 1-1 after those 2 competitions, then we'll go to a best-of-7 Baker format. Head-to-head, 4 wins get you through. 2 teams will be eliminated. Their seasons will be over. And whichever team wins this tournament, with Stephen F. Austin and Vanderbilt waiting to bowl at 130 in the winner's bracket, whoever does make it through here will get an automatic bid to the NCAA Women's Collegiate Championships to be held in April. That is in St. Louis at Tropicana Lanes this year. Jordan Richard with a good shot there after a couple of rough frames. Good shot there on lane 30. All you can do is put it in the pocket and pick your spares. If you do that, you'll do just fine. Stephanie Zavala now getting it going. Take you there now. Jackie Evans has an opportunity to what they would say hang the 2-hole. Everyone strikes on the team but the second bowler. They call that a hanging, or sometimes a big goon, depending on when you grew up. So Monmouth University, 4 strikes in the 7th frame. Also 4 strikes in the 7th frame for Sam Houston State. It's starting to get dicey here on lanes 25 and 26 as Sam Houston State sees themselves with a 48-pin deficit going into the 8th frame. You just heard a celebration a moment ago. It was J.D. Scott Jones converting the washout. The 1, 2, 4, 8, 10 actually. Actually, no, the 1, 2, 4, 10. The 8 was not with it. Just about an even match here. Just about even on the scoreboard. Ooh, good shot. A strike here for Leah Glazer would cut it to a 10-pin match. She's working on a strike in the 7th. This has been a tough pair, really tough pair. Vanderbilt, though, yesterday in Baker competition bowled 1130 on this pair for 5 games. 130 over in Baker, and that's with a 159 start. Haley Richard with a good-looking shot. Oh, I thought that was going to definitely be there. That was right on line. Baby split conversion on lane 25 for Sam Houston State. Monmouth University with about a 50-pin lead right now. It's 32, but they're 1 frame behind. It's up to 50 now, but they got a triple working for Jackie Evans. Well, a double working for Jackie Evans, trying to make it a triple, I should say. Louisiana Tech here now. A triple for Sarah McCormick. Right now they have a 43-pin advantage, but they are a frame and a half ahead. So it's about a square match here. It's going to come down to spare shooting. Sam Houston State here in the ninth frame, starting out with an open frame, and 2 strikes for Monmouth to extend their lead. Both matches are still up for grabs. Ball just didn't want to finish. Take a look at the scoreboards, get you caught up here on lanes 29 and 30 as we finish up the ninth frame. Louisiana Tech with another spare. Picks it up with no problem. You look at the scores for Louisiana Tech, a possible 194, 229, 203, 186, 182 left for Arkansas State. J.D. Scott Jones can bowl 196. All right, we got a possible 186, 190, 190, 179 for Jordan Richard. Jordan Richard struggling quite a bit.
Here we go.
Yeah! Rock it! Rock it to the pocket! Way to go. Come on, Caleb. Make this shot right here.
That fourth was it.
Okay, Caitlin, you got it. You got it, Caitlin.
A 74-pin lead currently right now for Louisiana Tech, but still 2 more shots here for Arkansas State. So a possible 40 pins here with 2 strikes would cut it to 33 pins heading into the 10th frame, but Louisiana Tech, 4 strikes, and one of the strikes is on a triple heading into the 10th frame and a spare. So impressive 9th frame performance here for Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech, the 7th seed here at the Southland Bowling League Championship. Number 1 seed, Arkansas State. Potentially could go down 1-0 here, and then it'll be Baker. Best total pins for 5 games. Good effort out there for Jordan Richard. I'm sorry, for Haley Richard. Jordan up next. Wow. That's pure power there. Mixing them up. 37-pin lead for Louisiana Tech, and as I said, they've got more strikes going into the 10th frame, so it's really about a 70-pin lead for Louisiana Tech heading into the 10th frame. I do want to take a peek over here at lanes 25 and 26 as we have a 66-pin lead currently for Monmouth University over Sam Houston State. So since both matches are somewhat close here, within 100 pins going into the 10th frame, I'm just going to bring in our split screen and I'll call it out to you and let you know as the action happens what is going on with the scores. Welcome in our new viewers to today's stream. Want to welcome in Iris, Farm One, and Risto. Hello, everybody in the chat. If you have any questions, let me know. I do check in on the chat from time to time, get caught up on that.
Yes!
Now there's J.D. Scott Jones. Really nice fill shot there for Louisiana Tech. Kendall Hickman finishes with 174. J.D. Scott Jones with the first strike in the 10th frame. They can cut the deficit down to 27 with 2 more strikes. She gets the second strike in the 10th. She can bowl 196. Here's the key player here, though, with a triple working. Heading into the 10th frame. See how that impacts the scores. And J.D. Scott Jones almost just threw it in the gutter. Still a pretty good game for J.D. Bowls 193. It's now a 54-pin lead for Louisiana Tech. Covers the spare. 93-pin advantage currently right now for Monmouth University on 25 and 26. So Arkansas State leadoff bowler doubles, and now the second bowler's got the first strike in the 10th. Sarah McCormick finishes with 207. So 174 and 207 for Louisiana Tech. That split could make a big difference here. Could cut the match to literally just a few pins. The Louisiana Tech Arkansas State match. On a 9-pin for Sam Houston State. That was a really good shot. Looking for the double in the 10th frame. They're down 80 right now. Running out of room. Running out of time. And that's a double in the 10th frame and a triple now. She's going to be in the 2 teens for Camila Kaufman from Monmouth University. She's a freshman from Roseville, California. Really nice looking shot there. 216. Very impressive freshman. Bowling in the 2-hole for Monmouth University. Got a possible 238 here for Monmouth University. Julie Bianco, she's a senior. And it looks like Louisiana Tech is going to get the win here, and so is Monmouth. So the number 8 and number 7 seeds have the number 1 and number 3 seeds with their back against the wall. They must win the total pinfall Baker portion of this that'll be coming up next year for you here on Inside Bowling. Southland Bowling League Championship. Don't forget, we'll be back at 1:30 today with our winners bracket match, Stephen F. Austin versus Vanderbilt. And then back again today at 5:30 for match 13, which will determine who will go on to face Stephen F. Austin or Vanderbilt. Tomorrow morning we'll have our final at 9 a.m. Central Time. Really impressed with Monmouth University. This is our first time to see them on our stream pair. And they've bowled a really nice team game, really solid game. They are a little bit behind this 29 and 30 pair. We'll go there, we'll look at the scoreboards. You can see it's 68 pins separating the two teams. Caitlin Eder can bowl 171. They're up 86. Jordan Richard, best she can bowl is 179. She did get lined up, though, which will be pretty important for Baker, as they do stay on the same pair, and there is no re-oil. She can get to 179, but this match is over for this round. This game, this team game, Louisiana Tech will win 1-0. And if they can win Baker, like I said, they'll be able to take down the number 1 seed in this bracket, Arkansas State. Now Jordan Richard has a good look out there. Take a look back over on 25 and 26 as they finish up their team game. 98 pin difference. 192, 182, 167. Can fill it up for 208. And 153 for Sam Houston State. For Monmouth, 172, 216, 235. Possible 162 and 227. Monmouth can still bowl 1,000 team game. It was 895 for Louisiana Tech. And Jordan Richard is up in the 10th frame right now, and actually they brought in a substitute. They finished with 8. Well, doesn't look like it totals it for me anymore. It's about a 40 pin deficit. 857, 896, I believe it was the total down there. But yeah, that's the big story here this morning so far. We've got Louisiana Tech up 1-0 over Arkansas State, and Monmouth University takes down Sam Houston with Baker on tap. As we get ourselves set up for Baker competition here, change our scoreboards. Got lanes 25 and 26 set up for you. And now also lanes 29 and 30. We wait for the teams to get set. Today's Southland Bowling League Championship is brought to you by Midsouth Bank. It's time to love your bank. Also by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. And by Universal Coin and Bullion, America's Gold expert. And lastly, by Ready Nutrition, clean nutrition that works just as hard as you do. I want to thank our sponsors for helping us bring you the competition here today. Great sponsors of the Southland Bowling League we have. And now it is time for the Baker portion. Arkansas State is going to need to win this one, otherwise they will go home. And there's a crossover for J.D. Scott Jones. And a single pin miss for Louisiana Tech. It's going to be interesting to see if Louisiana Tech can stay focused, because they're not going to be able to just run through Arkansas State here. And momentum is huge going into the third portion, which would be a best 4 out of 7 head-to-head Baker match. I do predict whoever wins this particular 5-game Baker set for these two teams will win the next set if needed. I think you got to win this one. Action not underway yet for Sam Houston State and Monmouth. Their lanes are just now coming on. And of course, we will flip back and forth like we have all weekend. Don't forget, coming up at 1:30, we do have Vanderbilt versus Stephen F. Austin in the winner's bracket. Wow, that was kind of unusual pin action. We do have Sam Houston State and Monmouth University now underway. They're just getting started over on 25 and 26. bring in both screens at once, give you an opportunity to see all 4 teams compete out there. Once again, if you're in the chat, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. We would certainly appreciate that. Hello to Brenda. Hello to Dana in the chat as well, and to John. Five Baker games for you now. Game 1. If you're just joining, in the regular team portion, it was Monmouth University defeating Sam Houston State, and Louisiana Tech defeating Arkansas State. So both teams are up 1-0. They are the 7 and 8 seed here at the Southland Bowling League. 8 total teams came to play this weekend in our bracket. In first round competition, we saw Arkansas State defeat Monmouth University, send them to the losers bracket. Stephen F. Austin defeated Tulane, the Green Wave. Sam Houston State beat Valparaiso, and Vanderbilt cruised through Louisiana Tech 2-0. Then in our next round, we saw Arkansas State get defeated by Stephen F. Austin. Sam Houston State was defeated by Vanderbilt, which led us to this morning's competition, where Monmouth defeated Tulane yesterday and sent them home. Their season's over. And Louisiana Tech defeated Valparaiso. They are also on their way home, and their season is over. Remember that there is an automatic berth into the NCAA Women's Team Championships in St. Louis next month to the winner of this event. It's the first time for the automatic berth coming from the Southland Bowling League. They knew it was coming and it would happen, and that's why this league was formed. Kudos to all those involved over the last 3 years prior. This is the 4th year for this event. First year was in Houston, then New Orleans, and Jonesboro, Arkansas. Arkansas State going at a 190 pace. Louisiana Tech going at a 150 pace in this game number 1. Ooh, 4-7-10. Haley Richard is just, she hasn't been able to catch a break. Ooh. Gave it a run. See if Jordan Richards still lined up here on lane 30. Yep, yes she is. Double in the 10th. It's 150 for Louisiana Tech. And now Arkansas State can bowl 185, get off to a 35-pin lead here. .185 for Arkansas State. Sam Houston State fires 193. Monmouth University can still get 169. So early leads by the two teams, the two higher seeds that came into this Baker competition down 1-0 after the team game. So good starts for their tournament life for Sam Houston State and Arkansas State. Double in the 10th here would be huge for Monmouth. Still shoot 169, keep the deficit 24 pins. Game number 2 is underway over on 29 and 30. I saw J.D. Scott Jones throw a strike to start for Arkansas State. Say hello to the card guy who is in the chat as well. Hello this morning to you. Hello to everyone that's watching. Glad you are watching the Southland Bowling League with us. I'm Mike Flanagan from InsideBowling.com. Also, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but if you'd like to help support our channel, you can go over to InsideBowling.com and you can browse our products that we have available over there. We got some really comfortable T-shirts, bowling-themed T-shirts over there. 15% off with coupon code YouTube. 168 for Monmouth. Sam Houston State 193. So it's a 25-pin lead for Sam Houston State. While we wait for them to get going, we'll head back over to lanes 29 and 30, where we join Arkansas State versus Louisiana Tech in progress. Arkansas State looking to start out with 3 in a row, and they do. Keep in mind they have a 35-pin lead after game number 1. They are looking to run away and hide and force more Baker. Best 4 out of 7 coming up if it is tied. And that was a very long strike. It took a long time for that to develop. Let's look at it again. Ball hits the pins. 1, 2, almost 2.5, 3 seconds there. There is a look at the beautiful scoreboards that we have here for you. Really cool graphics in the background. Give you a good shot here. And here we go. We're looking for 4 in a row now for Arkansas State, and they get it. 4 in a row. Jordan Richard is lined up on the right lane. Let's see how she fares on the left lane. See if they can make it perfect through 5. Yep, 5 in a row. She's got that lane down as well. J.D. Scott Jones looking to extend this string of strikes. Can it be 6 and be halfway home? Yes, she does. 6 in a row now for Arkansas State. Louisiana Tech, though, putting up a fair amount of strikes as well, 3 through 5. 7 in a row for Arkansas State. 7 in a row, Arkansas State. Sometimes when you get momentum going like this, too, it just keeps rolling. Let's see, can they make it 8?
Yeah!
It's a double for Louisiana Tech. They're not going away. Tell you what, folks, this could happen. All right, just a little left to target. 4-7-10. Nice run for Arkansas State. Gets the count. Arkansas State looking good through almost 2 full games. See if they can finish out. It would have been interesting to see if that shot in the 8th here is going to cost them a perfect game. We will see. Oh, solid 10. Really nice performance here for Arkansas State in game number 2. Take you next door. We'll check in Sam Houston State and Monmouth. Strike, spare, spare, double for Monmouth. Spare, strike, spare, spare for Sam Houston State. Sam Houston State with a 25-pin lead going into this game number 2. So Arkansas State's going to be in the 250s. Louisiana Tech can still bowl 215, which is still a really good score. They're not going anywhere. Look at this. And remember how low scoring this pair was during the team portion that we just saw? Well, the lanes haven't been touched, folks, and now all of a sudden look at how lined up the teams are getting in the Baker format. Arkansas State bowled 185. Now, as I said, they're going to be in the 250s. It was 150 for Louisiana Tech, and now they can bowl 215. Jordan Richard. Tell you what, she is totally lined up on this pair now. 255 for Arkansas State. Very, very impressive. They already had a 35-pin lead coming in. They can extend it to 75, and that's if we get a double here. And look at Louisiana Tech just quietly bowling a 215 here. They're not going anywhere. 3 games to play. There's still a lot of time left. Take you out of here, and I'll move you back over to 25 and 26. I'll let you know what the final score is for Louisiana Tech here in just a moment. They did finish with 215 down there, 215 for Louisiana Tech. So the difference is 75 pins after 2 games. Arkansas State with the lead down there in 29 and 30. Focus our attention here on 25 and 26. Sam Houston State with a 25-pin lead going into this game. Monmouth started out really well, and Sam Houston State just kept marking and then was able to throw a 4-bagger. And looks like they're going to extend their lead as well. Possible 202 for Monmouth. Possible 237 for Sam Houston State. Arkansas State down there with our microphone, just down there, just talking to us up here in the booth. They're feeling much better after that 255. It's amazing what they'll do when they shoot 255. Told you I got my wireless mic down there. I like it when the bowlers interact with us up here in the booth. That's one thing that I've always prided this channel on, is that I want the bowlers to be comfortable. You know, they can give bowling's fun, and they need to give us the business sometimes up here in the booth. How about this 237 for Sam Houston State? And a very solid, nice 200 game for Monmouth. So now Monmouth is down 62 pins, down 62 pins. So we got 75 pins down as Louisiana Tech to Arkansas State, and Monmouth is down 62 pins to Sam Houston State. We'll pick it up in game number 3 over here on lanes 29 and 30. And we'll see if we hear from Arkansas State anymore with our microphone. If you just happen to come across our stream, what you're watching is NCAA Women's Collegiate Bowling at the 2018 Southland Bowling League Championship. You are watching what we call round 3, which is the 2 losers bracket games. Vanderbilt and Stephen F. Austin are going to be taking each other on at 1:30. We'll have that for you here on our stream when we come back later today. They get to sleep in this morning, and these 4 teams are battling to keep their season alive. Each team that gets defeated will go home and be done. There will be a selection show for teams to be able to make it in, and I would suppose if Louisiana Tech does dethrone Arkansas State here, they are up 1-0 already in this. They won the team game, traditional team game format. Arkansas State can still, you know, get named into nationals. So I guess their season wouldn't necessarily be over. Vanderbilt the same way. Sam Houston State, Stephen F. Austin. I don't think any of the other teams would necessarily get selected, but I haven't kept up with college bowling as well as many others. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me out with that, but that's kind of our situation here. 8 teams make it to nationals total all throughout the country. J.D. Scott Jones with a strike now. Arkansas State looks like they're bowling league. Five out of 6 frames, they have strikes, and Louisiana Tech bowling good too. It's just not enough right now. They started with a 4-bagger, and they don't even have the lead in this game. Go check in on lanes 25 and 26.
Jordan Richard going up on lane 30. She leaves a 10 to win.
Let's go, Chase. Let's go, Madison. Double up.
You should bring it with us.
Hang on. Woo!
Hit your mark. Stay aggressive. Let's go.
James in the chat talking to me here a little bit about seeds in the tournament. And I have an update on that. That's what I was just checking on.
Arkansas State with a strong 207.
This is Julia Huron. We are about to be up on lane 29 for game 4.
And that's your sideline report there from Arkansas State.
We'll be up by around 90 going into game 4.
There you have it. That's the update. They're going to be up by about 90. How do they not know the score?
La Tech anchor about to throw her final shot in the 10.
She's getting nervous now on the calling the shot.
The Red Wolves are ready for game 4.
You heard it. There's a certain team getting very comfortable down there with the
We'll be giving you
microphone.
a play-by-play as we take the mic over to 29.
Pretty soon, I'm not even going to need to sit here, everybody. 187 and 207. You heard it here. So 95 is the advantage after 3 games for Arkansas State over Louisiana Tech. They actually are taking the microphone with them.
JD Scott Jones. First shot going down the lane. Oh, rep 10.
They don't know, but I'm over here on 25 and 6 right now. I guess I'll bring in the split screen if they're going to keep calling the play-by-play for us.
Ooh, split for La Tech. JD Scott Jones about to shoot her spare.
We've got a future commentator down there. I believe that's the voice of Haley
We
Richard.
missed it. It's okay, though.
JD Scott Jones misses the spare.
Okay, on my Facebook.
I'll keep you updated on this Sam Houston Monmouth score as we get this additional coverage here. Looks like somebody just moved my table.
Julia breaks up the 2-8.
Look at how bad they just moved my table down there. I gotta go fix it.
Stay there. Good job.
Julia Hearn makes the spare on 29. Taylor Davis now up.
Okay, I think I have this a little bit back under control here. Full screen 25 and 26 for you. Monmouth with a double in the 10th can bowl 180. 160 is all Sam Houston State can do. .180 for Monmouth. And 158 for Sam Houston State. So Monmouth, 22 pins they shave off from 62. They are now down only 40 with 2 to go. Take you back over lanes 29 and 30.
Oh, wrap 10 for Julian, 29.
She had turned off the mic down there. I went and had her turn it back on. It's Haley Richard with the mic for Arkansas State, giving us some play-by-play in the moment. Hope you're enjoying this.
Julia makes the spare.
So I'm going to try to get in a few words here in between Haley Richard.
Taylor Davis up to bowl.
From Arkansas State, but it looks like Nebraska and McKendree are definitely going to get automatic lock bursts into the championship. And I was talking to Justin Kostick. Arkansas State is a lock as well. Vanderbilt will be a lock. And from this Southland Bowling League here, Sam Houston State should get in, but if Stephen F. Austin were to win this tournament, I think Stephen F. Austin could, they would get in over Sam Houston. Probably both wouldn't get in. And then obviously if Monmouth or Louisiana Tech were to get in, then Sam Houston State would be in some trouble.
Ooh, strike for La Tech.
I often wonder how many collegiate players want to go on to do
Taylor
streaming.
Davis with the strike!
We have Leah Glazer and Julia Heron back on the mic as Haley Richard steps back up on the approach.
9th frame, strike in the 8th, looking to double it up.
Maybe these young ladies will want to get into broadcasting.
7th and 8th.
Haley Richard up to bowl.
Max for 224.
Looks good. Yes, and a strike for Arkansas State, making it a double going into the 10th frame.
I'm out of a job. I'm out of a job.
Split for La Tech in the 9th.
Join in live action. Arkansas State and La Tech.
Jordan Richard up in the 10th frame, looking to make it 3.
Yes!
Jordan Richard makes it 3. Looking for one more in the 10th frame here.
I'm going to go ahead and just stay off the air.
Wow, Tech converts 2 on the split to have a 160 in the 9th frame.
I'm going to go order
Jordan
burger
Richard
and fries.
steps on the approach.
Looks a little in.
Yes!
That's it.
That is another strike to make it 4. One more strike, it'll be 224 for the Red Wolves. Tech strikes in the 10th frame.
They can still get to 190.
Jordan Richard on the approach up to Bull. Oh, looks good. Looks good.
223 for the Red Wolves, and La Tech can max at 190, getting ready to go into game 5.
Arkansas State games of 185, 255, 207, and 223. And they're feeling good down there because they have the mic and they're announcing for me on 29 and 30. Louisiana Tech is bowling really good though also. I mean, they bowled 150, 217, 187. Can strike out here for 190 now. That's a pretty respectable score. But they're going to find themselves down about 120 pins with 1 game to go. So they're going to need.
Getting ready to bowl their last frame of game 4.
Yes, they are, and they're going to need 300 the last game. And Arkansas State, who's been commentating for us, they're going to need to bowl about 175, and then Louisiana Tech could win, but highly unlikely.
Red Wolves choose to stay on the left lane for game 5.
Oh, there you go. They're going to stay on the left lane for game 5. They get lane
Strike
choice.
for La Tech, 190. Uh-oh. Foul light just went off on lane 26.
33, so that's 128 pin lead for Arkansas State. We're going to take you over
Score.
to Sam Houston State.
Red Wolves, 870. La Tech, 742.
Come on, JD.
So 40 pin match over here on 25 and 26. Monmouth right now, 40 pins behind Sam Houston State. Monmouth won the team game. Louisiana Tech won the team game on 29 and 30.
Waiting for the scores to come up. Here we go. Arkansas State ready to roll.
And they are getting ready to start down there in 29 and 30, and I will bring you there in just a moment. Otherwise, the commentary won't sound right. Big strike there for Sam Houston.
Bad shot from JD Scott Jones, but she leaves the 1-2.
Monmouth can max for 211, and Sam Houston State can max for 236.
She spares the 1-2.
Southland Bowling League Championships. I'm Mike Flanagan, now joined laneside with Haley Richard from Arkansas State. She's bowling the 4th and 9th frames and also commentating
Julia
today.
Stepping up on the approach.
We've got a 236 max
throws
score
it.
for Sam Houston State.
Oh, it looks good. Strike! Oh, yeah. Julia Hearn with a strike. 10 back.
Sam Houston's going to be in the 220s with a spare. Here will be 225 for Sam Houston State. They were up 40 coming into this game with 1 to go, and now the best Monmouth can do is 190. Sam Houston State's gonna have a 70-plus pin lead going into the last game. So it looks like both Sam Houston State and Arkansas State are going to force a best 4 out of 7 head-to-head Baker match to see who moves on in the losers bracket.
Taylor Davis. Oh! She rolls the 2. My turn.
This is Julia Heron and Leah Glazer back for Haley Richard as she bowls her 4th frame. Arkansas State is on a double in the 2nd and 3rd frame. Quad Tech has 8 spare in the 1st frame, strike in the 2nd, and a Greek church in the 3rd. Haley Richard leaves a 10-pin.
Miss Messenger.
.224 for Sam Houston State is the final score with that
Haley Richard
single pin
stepping up
miss.
to shoot her 10-pin.
186 for Monmouth.
Straight in the face.
78 pin deficit for Monmouth going into this 5th
Jordan
game.
Richard stepping up to throw the 5th.
Jordan Richard steps on the approach for the 5th frame. Looks good. And a strike in the 5th frame for the Red Wolves. J.D. Scott Jones goes up in the 6th frame to try to make it a double for Arkansas State.
She's looking down for confirmation that she's doing a good job, and I just gave her a thumbs up. I hope you're enjoying this added commentating
Scott Jones steps on the approach.
from the pit.
Good shot. Oh, and a ring 10 for J.D. Scott Jones in the 6th frame.
This is the 5th game of the Baker round.
It is 10:22. JD shoots the 10-pin and she gets it. Good job, JD.
Come on, Jules.
Here comes Julia. Ready for the strike. She's setting up. And she's going. Oh, 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 yeah. She got it.
Come on, Taylor.
Julia gets back on the strike train in the 7th frame. Let's see if Taylor Davis follows it up.
Come on, Tay, you got it.
Take over 25 and 26. Once again, a 78 pin
tuning
lead.
in live from the Bowlers Circle, Arkansas State versus La Tech.
Taylor Davis leaves an 8 count, ready to spare it up in the 8th frame. Taylor Davis steps on the approach to spare up her 8 count. Good spare shot by Taylor Davis. Haley Richard goes up in the 9th frame for Arkansas State.
And everybody that's watching today on Inside Bowling, they are about a full game ahead, almost
We
a
have
full game ahead
2:29
down
on
there on
deck.
29 and 30. So this Monmouth game
Haley
here,
Richard with a good shot, and it converts for a strike in the 9th frame for Arkansas State.
this Monmouth game here, as I was saying, 78 pins is the deficit here. I mean, Monmouth would need a huge game here, and Sam Houston bowling games of 193, 237, 158, and 224. They're pretty lined up on this pair now. They've got a really good look out there, and I don't really see that deficit being overcome. And they're just finishing up down there, 9th and 10th frame on 29 and 30. I'm going to turn their mic back on.
This pair was converted by Jordan Richard, looking to fill it up in the 10th frame.
They will be going to the best of 7 Baker in that match, and it looks like it's going to be that way as
La
well.
Tech has a max score of 175 this game, currently on 9 spare. We get ready for best 4-7 Baker games coming up next.
See, I was just talking about that. It's perfect.
And Jordan Richard leaves a 7-pin to put the Red Wolves to a 208 and a 1078 series for 5 games of Baker.
That's exactly what they did. Louisiana Tech is finishing up right now. Still get to 164, but that match is over, so I am going
La
to...
Tech chooses to take the full break.
Of 10 minutes, so we will be back in 10 minutes with
Best 4 of 7 coming up soon. Arkansas State and La Tech.
There you go. So now we're going to hang out over here on 25 and 26, where Monmouth and Sam Houston State, if you just are joining, there was a team game and Monmouth won. And now in this Baker, they are down 78 pins. Sam Houston State with a double up in the 4th and the 5th. They are going to tie it up as well. So we'll have Baker in both matches on lanes 25 and 6 and 29 and 30. So you can take a 10-minute break between the sets, and it looks like Louisiana Tech is going to take that 10 minutes, which is a smart play because Arkansas State had a lot of momentum there. So we still got a possible 237 for Sam Houston State. They've messed with the lineup quite a bit, and it looks like it's worked out well for them. And Monmouth is just taking shots here on the pair to see if they can get some different bowling balls in their hands to get prepared for the next Baker set. So Baker team head-to-head competition coming up next here on Inside Bowling. I want to thank everybody for watching this morning. It's 10:30 Central Time. We will be back at 1:30 today after our next set here that we're going to see who moves on and who goes home. And then back again at 5:30 tonight. Now Sam Houston making some ball changes, some substitutions here. Looking to see if there's some other looks out on the lane that might help them out during the next potential 7 games of Baker. Best 4 out of 7 coming up for you. Lots of substitutions coming into play here. Lots of ball changes as we wrap it up. Final score for Sam Houston State was 198. Possible 177 here for Monmouth. Just heard from the parents shouting out here at Monmouth. Come on, let's get something to drink. Let's get a fresh start. Let's go. So I have no bowling for you right now. Lanes 29 and 30 are almost ready to go. There's probably just got a couple more minutes left. So I'm going to step away for a moment. We'll be right back here on Inside Bowling.
Rounding up the troops over here. Kazoo, where are you? All right, we'll wait.
Okay, everybody. Hopefully you missed me. It looks like competition is going to get underway. Quite a bit of a delay there, 10 minutes. You can take up to 10 minutes before you start the next match. And Coach
Justin
Matt from...
Kostick at the head of the circle.
Oh boy, they're going to announce some more. Louisiana Tech took the full 10 minutes like they can. There was a lot of momentum for Arkansas State, so I would have probably done the same
choosing
thing.
To take a re-rack. Interesting choice.
So, and to delay play even more, Justin Kostick and Arkansas State electing to take a re-rack to start this match.
Heron and Haley Richard back to commentate for the best 4 of 7. Scott Jones getting ready for the first ball for Arkansas State in Game 1.
So we're going to get a little commentary here and there, but we're also going to have Sam Houston State and Monmouth coming up here with their tournament on the line as well. Covered as best as we can. It's best 4 out of 7. Should have about a 7 or 8 minute difference between the two pairs.
Looked a little left. Oh, yo! Got the 9 out late. Strike for Arkansas State.
I almost need another mic and give it to Louisiana Tech to make this fair.
And a strike for La Tech.
And a strike for La Tech. It's tied through one frame. Student athlete on the job, learning and commentating.
Ooh, 10 pin for Julia.
The drama they're trying to set with each frame is fun.
Ooh, double for La Tech.
So if you guys are just joining me here, we are now in the third part of competition. We are now in the Baker portion, best of 7. I'm going to update my graphic now. Baker best of 7. This is game number 1. I'm Mike Flanagan from InsideBowling.com. And we will occasionally check in on some commentary from Haley Richard and the Arkansas State team, who has found my wireless mic, and they are adding some fun color to our broadcast. And competition has just gotten underway over here on lanes 25 and 26 between Monmouth and Sam Houston State. Best of 7 as well, game number 1. Glad you're with us today watching today's action. Do want to also remind you that we do have in the winners bracket coming up at 1:30, Stephen F. Austin and Vanderbilt. Also at 1:30, we will have the winners of each of these matches facing off. So will it be Sam Houston State? Will it be Monmouth? Will it be Arkansas State? Will it be Louisiana Tech? And you heard it here, a big conversion here on lane 25. And a strike to capitalize.
Jordan Richard leaves a 6-10, ready to convert.
Every once in a while, I'll give you some added commentary down there from the lanes when we go over here to this pair.
Jordan Richard converts to 6-10. JD Scott Jones going up in the 6th frame to try and get another strike for Arkansas State.
Bringing our split screen. It was a strike in the 4th for Sam Houston, a spare in the 4th for Monmouth. Pick it up here in the 5th frame. Game number 1. Louisiana Tech misses the 10 pin in the 7th. Solid spare for Sam Houston State.
Oh! Got the 5-7 out.
I think I'm just going to turn that on every once in a while. Just turn that on every once in a while down there. They don't know when they're on or when they're off. Sam Houston State now working on a spare. So a triple now for Arkansas State. Still bowl 246, 236 max score for Louisiana Tech. Strike for Louisiana Tech. They can still bowl 225 now after the open.
Made that 4 for Arkansas State. And Jordan Richard in the 10th frame.
Clutch rolled 8-pin by Haley Richard.
There you have it, a clutch rolled 8-pin for Haley Richard. Arkansas State still can bowl 225.
Come on, Joey.
I'm not sure if I called that out right. Louisiana Tech can still bowl 225.
Sorry, Joe.
So we got a possibility of a tie here. Needs them all. Up comes in light for the 278. Still bowl 212.
Arkansas State is going to win game 1.
That is right. Arkansas State is going to win game 1. So let's take you over to lanes 25 and 26. Where it looks like Monmouth has the advantage here. Can still bowl 214, 198. I'm sorry, 199 with count here. 198 is the max score for Sam Houston State. So a mark in the 10th frame for Monmouth will solidify a 1-0 lead in this best of 7 Baker matches. And that's going to be enough. Louisiana Tech bowled 212. Arkansas State 224. Great scores by both teams. Wow. Solid 8. All right, final score 177 for Sam Houston State, 201 for Monmouth. Monmouth up 1-0, bowling for their tournament life. While they get reset, we'll take you back down to lanes 29 and 30, and I will now turn on the wireless mic and see if we're getting any commentary from Arkansas State.
Taylor Davis converts her 5-pin while Haley Richard goes up in the 4th frame.
You're watching game number 2 of the Baker Best of 7. Currently, Arkansas State has a 1-0 lead in this Baker Best of 7.
And a strike for Arkansas State in the 4th frame, looking to double it up with Jordan Richard in the 5th.
And Louisiana Tech starts with a triple and a spare. Louisiana Tech bowled 212 the first game. They're bowling extremely good. They're the 7 seed, but they're bowling like a top program, top contender here.
Good shot by Jordan Richard.
Wow, and just Arkansas State
And
just
another
doesn't
strike
stop.
for Arkansas State to make it a double. J.D. Scott Jones up in the 6th frame.
Student athlete commentators. Let's see, the southpaw. Ooh, comes in light for the 3-pin. Be interesting to see now here with Arkansas State. If they keep striking, this thing's going to be over quick.
Go, go! Yes! Right!
J.D. Scott Jones now with a strike, so that's a triple. Arkansas State 117 in the 5th with a spare up in the 6th. And still max for 257. Possible 257 for Arkansas State. So Louisiana Tech here is going to have to keep striking. 2-8. Not the easiest of spares. spare now for Louisiana Tech. So this match here, possible 257, possible 245. 12-pin match. Louisiana Tech with a perfect strike. 6 into the 10, taps it out. So now this match is pretty much even. Check in next door on lanes 25 and 26. Sam Houston State with 62 and a 4th with a strike up in the 5th. Monmouth now with a triple. Monmouth looking to go up 2 games to none in the best of 7 Baker. Hook a lot, hook a lot. Yeah, I knew that was left off her hand. So Louisiana Tech can still bowl 213. And with that 9 count there, that's enough for Arkansas State to go up 2 games to none. I'll get you the final tallies there in just a moment.
Arkansas State wins game 2. We are now up 2-0.
There you have it, up 2-0. How about Monmouth being the number 8 seed in this bracket? Taking a 2-0 lead over Sam Houston State, the number 3 seed. It was 202 for La Tech. And it was 225 for Arkansas State. So Louisiana Tech can't do a whole lot more. They bowl 212, 202 and lose. Arkansas State 224, 225 starts down there on 29 and 30. Continuing to watch the action here on lanes 25 and 26 in this second game of the best of 7 Baker match. I'm Mike Flanagan from InsideBowling.com, and I'm also joined occasionally when I turn the mic on down there with the Arkansas State team has hijacked the microphone, and I'll turn them on in just a moment. They're getting started in game number 3 down there. Sam Houston State still bowl 179. Oh, and a single pin miss makes this a lot more interesting. 10-pin game here, and now another miss. So gave it right back to him. Monmouth is going to need to fill 9 to guarantee a tie, 10 to guarantee a win and go up 2 games to none. Oh my. Wow, nobody wants this game. So now Sam Houston State has an opportunity to step up here in the 10th frame and throw a double and get the win. And there's the first one. Wow. It's interesting. So 166 for Monmouth. So Monmouth escapes the scare there and is going to win game number 2. They're up 2-0. We're going to go back down to 29-30 and see what's going on with Arkansas State.
Strikes in the 4th.
Haley Richard with the strike. Can Louisiana Tech keep throwing 200 games at Arkansas State?
Jordan Richards stepping up in the 5th. Richard gets the 5th.
Julia Heron reporting back with Haley Richard, while JD Scott Jones goes up in the 6th frame on a double for Arkansas State. Spare for JD Scott Jones. Come on, Julia.
A lot of noise being made down here on lanes 25 and 26 because Monmouth has started with the first 3 strikes. Sam Houston State spare strike. 29-30 was quite a bit ahead of that pair, but with the strike and how quick they're bowling over there, they're catching up quite quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the split screen now, give you an opportunity to see both pairs at once.
strike for La Tech in the 6th. Julia in the 7th, going to pick up her 10 pin.
Solid 9 for Sam Houston State. I'm going to go ahead and show you the scoreboards here. Let you get a look and see what all the hooting and hollering is about. Triple open strike for Monmouth. Sam Houston State spare, triple, and now a 9 spare is what they're looking at here. And over here between La Tech and Arkansas State. La Tech has a triple going into the 9th frame, 62 in the 5th though. Arkansas State had 104 in the 5th with a spare. So Louisiana Tech trying to mount a charge here to finish the game. This is a big shot here in the 9th. All right, 2 pin. So Louisiana Tech can max out now for 191. Arkansas State can bowl 222 going at a 202 pace. Spare for Haley Richard, that's going to be possible 209. 191 max score for Louisiana Tech going into the 10th frame. So Arkansas State needs a mark to shut out Louisiana Tech and go up 3-0. And there's the mark right there. So Arkansas State's going to take a 3-0 lead over La Tech. La Tech's tournament life is on the line.
Big strike for Arkansas State.
Yes, it was. That's going to give them a 3-0 lead over Louisiana Tech. And now, man, I can't believe that ball didn't finish into the 2, 4, and 8. So possible 198 for Monmouth. Possible 247 for Sam Houston State. Monmouth having some problems there in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. After starting with the first 3 strikes, Sam Houston State looking to get on the board and get a game here, currently down 2-0. So anything can happen here, but Stephanie Zavala now stepping up here in the 9th frame for Sam Houston State, working on a strike. Strike here pretty much will solidify things getting 2-1. She's been fighting ball reaction today. Sam Houston State needs a mark. That's the best kind. Louisiana Tech taking a little while going into this fourth game down there. They're having a team huddle before they go out to bowl this fourth game. They're down 3-0. Getting a pep talk from Coach Matt Nantis. Possible 227 here for Sam Houston State, which would be the highest game we've seen bowled here today, except for the 237 bowled earlier by Sam Houston State. So it was 223. 223 is the final. So Sam Houston State pulls it to within a game. It's 2-1. And action getting underway down here on lanes 29 and 30, where Arkansas State is up 3-0.
Oh! JD's got Jones strike to start the match.
They were pretty excited about that strike. I want to thank everybody for coming in and watching today. Southland Bowling League Championship. We're in round 3. This is the loser's bracket. If you're just joining us, I'm Mike Flanagan. I also have a wireless microphone that's been hijacked by Arkansas State. I turn that on from time to time when we're on their pair. We may find some interesting tidbits.
2-4-10, but it's okay.
Gives you a little bit of a inside the huddle, so to speak, perspective of college bowling. We'll be back again at 1:30 today, just a little over 2 hours with more coverage. We'll have the winner's bracket. It'll be
Maybe. Yes! Stay!
Stephen F. Austin and
Julia Hearn
Vanderbilt.
picks up the 2-4-10. Arkansas State with the strong split conversion.
And here's the replay of that. Two 4-10 conversion. And her teammates were pretty proud of her for that. Can Louisiana Tech win 4 games in a row and eliminate Arkansas State? That's the question. It's not impossible, especially with Louisiana Tech bowling their first 2 games over 200. Action early underway on 25 and 26, Sam Houston State and Monmouth. Bring in our split screen now, give you an update on the scores. It's spare strikes, open strike for Monmouth, strike, open strike for Sam Houston. Coach Brad Hagan, he knows this is an important game. He's down there spending a little extra time with his players because 3-1 and 2-2 is a huge difference.
Arkansas State, strong start to the game. La Tech, 7-2 in the fourth. They are currently at 66.
Here is that strong start to the game. You take a look at the scoreboard down there. Arkansas State working on
Arkansas State
280.
throwing a lot of strikes over here.
I wonder if they have a competitive advantage by using the microphone. Once they shot 250, they were like, give us the mic. We're ready to talk for a while. Meanwhile, Monmouth here looking for 5 in a row. Did it. Monmouth looking to go up 3-1 over Sam Houston State. Open 5 in a row. Sam Houston State has 75 in the 5th. Leadoff bowler up in the 6th now.
Four pin from Julia.
4-pin from Julia on the right side of your screen was just called out.
Spare from Julia. Here comes Taylor Davis, stepping up to the plate.
This 9-pin stops the string for Monmouth University. But currently right now through 6 frames, 33-pin lead for Monmouth. Monmouth stays clean for the rest of the game, they will take a 3-1 lead. And a strike is an easy way to do that.
Arkansas State. Oh, missed a 10-pin.
Here's the update on the
Arkansas
scores
State
down
going
there.
to win game 4. We win the match.
Yes.
Jordan and I will be sitting for the 9th and 10th. Nicole McKaylian will be throwing a ball in the 9th. Kaza will be bowling the 10th frame.
Okay.
We're ready.
So they're bringing in some backup help. Letting some other players throw the rock around a little bit. We'll give them some air time here. Arkansas State is going to move on. They will face the winner of Monmouth and Sam Houston State. And as you saw up on the scoreboard, a double going into the 10th frame for Monmouth. Take you there full screen now. Showing up in a big way, making a statement. Keep in mind, Monmouth University, the number 8 seed coming in. Could they?
Strike!
Look at that off the bench, a strike. Could Monmouth University win this whole thing and get into nationals, punch their ticket? Up 3-1 over Sam Houston State.
She hung. She struck!
Wow, Arkansas State's got Ringer sitting on the bench too.
Max score for Arkansas State, 237.
Yeah.
Wow, they just keep
210
striking.
for Arkansas State. Arkansas State shoots 233.
Good job. Good bowling. Good bowling. Good bowling.
All right, Arkansas State wins. Don't count us out. We're coming in for the win.
There you go. There you go. You just heard it right there. Don't count them out. They're coming in for the win. They're down there doing a team huddle. I turned off their mic. I wonder if there's anything we can pick up on here. Sounds like they muted themselves, but Arkansas State's going to advance. Louisiana Tech, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of fight in Louisiana Tech. They bowled really, really good today. I know they got defeated by Arkansas State, but they bowled really good. They won the original team game, and then they started firing 220 games at Arkansas State, or 200 games, 212 and 202, and Arkansas State fired 220s back, 224, 225. But now all of our eyes are focused on just one match right here, 25 and 26, Monmouth University and Sam Houston State University. And currently right now, Monmouth has a 3-1 lead, best of 7. And if they can win this game here, they will close out Sam Houston State. And then Sam Houston State pretty much is just going to have to stick around and root against Stephen F. Austin because there's a nationals berth at stake here. If Stephen F. Austin were to win this event, there's a good chance Sam Houston State would not make it in. So double for Sam Houston State, trying to stay alive. That's a way to apply the pressure. 3-1. Monmouth with a great shot out there. Clean through 3 frames. Sam Houston State now with double 9 spare. Coach Hagan taking some extra time down there again. Tournament life on the line and a potential bid to nationals on the line as well. Huge shot for Monmouth in the 5th. Anchor bowler Jackie Evans. Fortunate just to leave the 7-pin. I thought they were all going to fall there for a moment. It'll be about a 15-pin match with a spare here. Okay. Good shot by Sam Houston State. Leaves just the 10-pin. Spare conversion. See if Sam Houston State can match the spare. 7-pin for the lefty, the 10-pin for the righty. Basically the same identical spare for each side of the lane. Taking a little extra time to throw at this 10-pin. Something didn't feel right. She's resetting. Ooh, it holds on. She does get the spare. That's pretty quick. Super fast off her hand. Ball never had a chance to pick up, make any sort of movement towards the pocket. So now Sam Houston State with a lead up in the 8th. Oh, wow, 7-9. Oh, the 7 fell out late. I want to watch that again. See if I can see. Yep, it fell. It fell. Fell out late. That's pretty big. Take a look at the scores. spare conversion for Monmouth. Can still max for 213. Sam Houston State can bowl 221. Sam Houston State a full frame ahead. Stephanie Zavala up in the 9th now. Sam Houston State looking to close it to 3-2. And covers the spare. So 202 max score. First strike in the 10th here would close it out for this game, but does not. So Monmouth can go up and strike out for 202. Sam Houston, best they can do is 201. Gotta have them all. Sam Houston State's going to close the gap, 3-2 now. Monmouth leads 3-2. Best 4 out of 7. This match getting tighter and tighter. It could come down to one game. If Sam Houston State were to win the next game, it will come down to one game. One game of Baker. Tournament life on the line. Pretty solid game here, though, by Monmouth. You know, they start with 7 spare, 9 spare strike, then a split and get the count, then a strike, then a spare, then a spare, then a spare, then a spare, and now possibly another spare. So a lot of times that's enough, but Sam Houston State able to string some strikes, shoots 201. Number 1 seeds coming in. Arkansas State still alive in the losers bracket. Vanderbilt and Stephen F. Austin ranked 2nd and 4th. They'll be bowling at 1:30 today in that winners bracket match to see who will get an automatic chance at a championship here. They will advance and wait until Sunday at 9 a.m. for our championship match. The loser will have to bowl tonight at 5:30 against the winner of Arkansas State and the winner of this match. Sam Houston State ranked 3rd, still alive. Got to win the next 2 Baker games to advance. Tulane University already eliminated. Valparaiso eliminated yesterday. Louisiana Tech just went home today. And Monmouth, the number 8 seed, looking to pull the upset here against Sam Houston State, and they do have the lead. 3 games to 2. 2-4-5 for Sam Houston. 3-6-9 for Monmouth. Late tap on the 10 for Sam Houston State. Shot for shot. Two big galleries behind me here cheering on the team. Spare strike for both teams to start even through 2. Mm. 6-8 was a really good shot. Coming just a little bit high. Parents are making some noise here today. I'm sure you can hear them. Making some noise. Good effort at the 6-8. Fast 8 for Monmouth, 4-7. It's a pretty good shot. I liked it off her hand. So spare double. Should be an easy spare. And a little high strike isn't going to hurt anybody here for Sam Houston State. Now another strike for Sam Houston State. The Bearcats fighting to keep their tournament alive. Down 3-2 in this Baker match if you're just joining us. Look at Monmouth out there. This is exciting. We've got spare, double, spare strike for Monmouth. 88 in the fourth. Possible 78 in the fourth with a strike here for Sam Houston. By my odds here, it looks like it's a 10-pin match right now. Advantage Monmouth. Here comes Sam Houston now with a triple. Number 8 seed, Monmouth, the Hawks. Coach Karen Greigel has her team charged up, and now a double for Monmouth. Back and forth, back and forth. Now both teams caught up, 7th frame. Sam Houston State will go first. Looks pretty good. Another strike for Sam Houston State. pressure. Pressure shots down the stretch. Almost got that to go, so their string ends. Possible 247 max score for Monmouth. We do have to retrieve a deadwood. Rick Barbera actually going down to clear the deadwood. Let's see if I can get a little better look at this. There is Rick Barbera. He's a living legend in the bowling world. Many, many years of service to bowling. Also, he's our head official here today, and he's exiting stage right. All right, here we go. 7-pin attempt for Monmouth. Possible 258 for Sam Houston. Possible 247 for Monmouth. Covers the spare, straight. Hard and straight at your spares. College competition, 2.1 to 1 oil ratio here. 39-foot pattern in length. We haven't mentioned that in a while. Oil to lanes this morning. And how about that? Sam Houston State, they found themselves down 3 games to 1. They cut it to 3 to 2. Now can they cut it to 3 to 3 and have a one-game Baker? One game of Baker can determine who's going to advance in the bracket. Monmouth, the number 8 seed. They're on a free roll. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Sam Houston State has a tournament bid into the national championship at stake, potentially, depending on the selection show. But they can punch their ticket if they win this event. Up in the 9th, working on a 5-bagger. Oh, really nice shot there by Stephanie Zavala. Really nice shot. What's going to happen here in the 9th? Hook a lot. And it does. The 5 drives into the 7. And now we've got ourselves a potential 247 for Monmouth. 237 for Sam Houston State. Monmouth can step up in the 10th frame and deliver a double and shut out Sam Houston State. Starts here in the 10th frame. First shot, and there it is, a strike on the board, applying more and more pressure to Sam Houston State. Sam Houston must strike on this ball. Comes in light and leaves the 2-pin. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves an upset. Monmouth University defeats Sam Houston State. The Bearcats have been eliminated. And Monmouth throws the double in the 10th. It didn't matter anyway. Your number 8 seed here at the Southland Bowling League, the Monmouth Hawks, coached by Karen Greigel, are going to advance to take on Arkansas State at 1:30 today. Monmouth University getting it done. Great effort by Sam Houston State here today. Coach Hagan and the entire team are a force to be reckoned with in women's collegiate bowling. But there's a reason why you bowl the matches. And you got to hand it to Monmouth. They bowled outstanding. Coach Karen Greigel is very, very happy. And now Sam Houston State, they don't know if they're going to make it into nationals or not. They just don't know. They have to wait and see how this plays out here and how the other tournaments play out, and then just wait for that selection show. I would say at this point in time, they're a bit of a bubble team. they are not guaranteed to make it in, which would definitely be rough on that program. They have been one of the top programs in the country and still are. Just ran into a bunch of shot makers today with Monmouth University. So that's going to do it for the competition here now. I want to thank everybody for watching this coverage of the 2018 Southland Bowling League Championships. This is the round number 3. We'll be back with round number 4 today at 1:30 p.m. Central Time right here on Inside Bowling. On behalf of the entire Southland Bowling League officials, Thomas Samuel, Executive Director, Travis Day, Director of SBL's Media Relations, Emily Honeycutt, Amy Van Horn, our tournament official Rick Barbera, and the staff here at USA Bowl, Josh Modello, the owner. I'm Mike Flanagan. We will see you today at 1:30. Good day, everybody.